Hi, reporting live from Phoenix, Arizona. Thank you for joining us this Wednesday to learn about the iTwin platform and our iTwin partner program. So my name is Sheena Gaines. I'm the Director of Business Development for the iTwin platform, and I lead a team that manages business development activities and nurtures partnerships with independent software vendors, systems integrators, and we also support the sales organization when they're working with engineering firms and owner-operators. I'm also responsible for our accreditation programs, so developer training powered by iTwin validation and working with academic institutions and students to drive adoption of the iTwin platform. So today I will provide a very brief overview of the iTwin platform and then get into our iTwin partner program. So some highlights include who is this partner program for, standard, and premier partner levels, our benefits and requirements, and then of course our programs and resources to help you get started. Now, I always like to start with a poll just to see what type of company do you work for. This helps us get a baseline of who we're speaking to today. And I also like to get a pulse on what stage are you in your digital twin journey. Okay, let's go ahead and see the poll results. Oh, okay, wonderful. So it looks like a lot of people are just kind of getting started, but it's very exciting to see that some folks have already built and deployed a digital twin application. So this is great. We'll definitely follow up with everybody, and hopefully this session will be very beneficial for you. Let's look at the benefits of using a digital twin. As you're probably aware, a digital twin is a digital representative of a physical asset and all the engineering information that allows us to understand and model its performance. Typically, a digital twin will be continuously updated, and that can be from multiple sources, such as sensors and continuous surveying, to represent its near real-time status, working conditions, and position. A digital twin enables users to visualize the asset, check status, perform analysis, and generate insights to predict and optimize asset performance. And all of the different data sources that are collected for a physical asset, such as engineering information and operations information, this is information we show on the slide. There is an abundance of information that may be available to represent the asset. And unfortunately, this information also tends to be siloed at times, or multiple versions of this information is floating around. And this can lead to stakeholders working with outdated information. So the opportunity we see for a digital twin is to provide a way of bringing all this information together and keeping it up to date to form a single view of truth for the asset. This information can then be made accessible or web accessible, and it can be accessed anywhere, anytime by anyone with proper permissions. And the ways that a digital twin can be utilized are really up to you and your specific use cases. Some popular examples we're currently seeing include the use of AR/VR for visualization for 4D, and the use of AI/ML have helped derive insights from digital twins. And the more we think about the built asset, there's a life cycle associated with it. That life cycle starts with concept and planning into design engineering, construction, and not only commissioning and moving into an operations and maintenance stage, but a digital twin can play an important role in these life cycle stages. So it's also important to recognize that this is not a linear process, but really a loop. So an asset that has already been built may have expansions or rehabilitations, which require going back through that whole planning, design, and construction part of the life cycle. I also want to highlight that there's no wrong place to start with building a digital twin solution. You don't need to start with a new asset, and you don't have to have all of the information in order to start building a digital twin. So the beauty of this is working with the digital twin is it's a living entity, and it can constantly be improved as you acquire additional information. And I think the industry is really starting to recognize the opportunity. And here's a quote from Frost & Sullivan, just to give you some additional insight. So let's talk about what we call an iTwin. So this is an infrastructure digital twin, and it includes all of the aggregated engineering, operations, and business data that we were looking at on the previous slide. iTwin.js is an open source programming library that enables developers to build front-end and back-end apps for digital twins, including the ability to create and align access, visualize data, and synchronize infrastructure digital twins. Then we have the iTwin platform, which is offered as a platform as a service, so PaaS. This is built with iTwin.js as the core component, and it's a very similar concept to AWS, Azure, any other platform as a service. The benefit of using the iTwin platform is that Bentley is providing all the infrastructure and support to handle deployments, scalability, security, and updates. And this is all backed with a robust SLA. And we removed this time-consuming risk for developers so they can focus on their core competencies and bring their own digital twin solutions to market faster. And in addition to the core functionality of iTwin.js to build an infrastructure digital twin, the iTwin platform includes other APIs for interacting with the digital twin. This includes APIs for tasks such as reality modeling, data validation, clash detection, issue management, and version compare. So you can find all of these in our API SDK library on developer.bentley.com. So now let's jump into who is this for? Who really pertains to the partner program and who's going to benefit from the iTwin platform? So the iTwin platform, it's a diverse ecosystem, and it's a culmination of companies such as independent software vendors, so those that build apps for their clients while also enhancing their own offering. We have digital integrators or systems integrators that create and maintain digital twin solutions or assist with the integration of different technologies. And then, of course, we have consultants and services organizations that provide development work on behalf of companies that don't necessarily have the in-house developers needed for a project or the right developer skill set. And all of these organizations, they encounter many of the same challenges when evaluating platforms, whether you're a full stack developer with an ISV, a contracted software engineer, or someone on the business side responsible for the vision and go-to-market strategy. So some challenges here might include a vendor lock-in, expediting the time to revenue, and again, having those limited developer resources, and that's where we can help. So where do these organizations see the opportunities? It's really in unifying the data, the ability to inspect the digital twin, improving collaboration, and anticipating and avoiding issues. Now we'll jump into the iTwin Partner Program overview. So just wanted to give you a little bit of background to level set as we get into this topic. So some advantages. Businesses must choose the right partners, technologies, and platforms to develop valuable and sustainable solutions for infrastructure digital twins. And the benefits of the iTwin platform and the partner program make it, really easy to achieve this. So it allows for innovation and ideation, helping you get to market faster. It helps reduce overhead. And we've really enabled a scalable and open ecosystem. And of course, it allows developers to focus again on their core competencies and simplify getting started. That's really what this is all about. So the next thing that I like to talk about is success criteria for the partner program and what a partnership should really entail. So, we support the development of applications built on the iTwin platform by enabling organizations that want to take their digital twin applications to market. So this is my recipe for success. First, it's important to have executive sponsorship. That's critical within your organization. having that C-level buy-in, marketing, sales, your technical teams. It's really important for them to, understand and have that buy-in and see the vision of what you're looking to achieve and what that strategy will look like. And, it's really also best if you have a digital twin strategy to drive this decision. What are those use cases? How are you going to propel the development work that's required for building on the platform? And these use cases determine the modules that are necessary for your iTwin platform subscription. And I mentioned this earlier, but it's important to have those developer resources and a specific skill set in order to achieve success. So really planning that out from start to finish is crucial. And having a go-to-market plan, the clear roadmap for the desired solution, what's your timeline, urgency, resources, and marketing. Once you've developed a proof of concept, how do you plan on going to market with that? And that's where this program, really helps our ecosystem, because we can help you every step of the way. And, partners are a critical component to our success. So it's very important that we also be part of this process. The next thing I'd like to highlight are our iTwin partner levels. So our thriving ecosystem consists of, independent software vendors, digital integrators, systems integrators, and individual developers. The standard level is really for organizations that will use the iTwin platform, but there's limited guidance that's needed and promotional support from Bentley. So it's really just, going out there building and, having some representation through our website and working with us to some extent, but not necessarily as much of a strategic engagement. And our premier level is for organizations that will benefit from enhanced guidance, promotional support, and really more of a high-touch engagement. So we've broken this out here between standard and premier. So I'll explain each one a little bit more in depth. The iTwin partner logo. So we have standard and premier, and this is really something that we provide to you to promote your status and relationship with Bentley and the iTwin platform. Our iTwin platform directory, that's something that we are currently building out, and we are refreshing our partner program page on bentley.com. But this is where we would add your company logo to the iTwin partner directory, so we can showcase all of the great things that you're doing, the applications that you've built, and an overview of your company, so you can get that advertisement and put it out there into the market. Next is a dedicated iTwin partner manager. So this is a dedicated point of contact within the iTwin platform team to help guide you through the process and align you with the proper Bentley resources, again, to help with your go-to-market strategy, your use cases, and making sure that you're getting plugged in with the right folks on our end. Next is our Envisioning Workshops. So this is really cool. I will talk about this in another slide, but it's a virtual session to promote ideation and help refine your use case. So this is really great when you have some ideas and you really want to dig into it. We can absolutely help with that. And, typically through those sessions, there's a lot of inspiration, and it helps to hone in on what your strategy should be. The next is hackathons. This really depends on availability, but these are, sprint-like design activities, and it helps you expedite development through collaboration. So this could include our product management teams, our software development teams, and it's really to, again, help you accelerate your vision and making sure that we're aligned with the right folks. And again, marketing, your software developers, and seeing that through. Then, of course, we have marketing resources and support. So, co-branded materials. We will do joint promotional activities, advertisement and newsletters that we have, our iTwin platform YouTube channel. That's really exciting to have videos up there. So again, think of this as a marketing vehicle for your organization to showcase the great things that you're doing with the platform. And the last thing is Bentley event participation. So this is all around the opportunity to gain exposure at Bentley sponsored events. And we have our iTwin developer conference that we hosted last year. We will absolutely do that again. That's a great time to do more of a technical deep dive. We will also have a product launch coming up in 2022 to talk about all of the great things that we're doing, the latest and greatest. So there are many ways that we can showcase, again, what you're building and get that out to even more, potential clients for you. So I talked a little bit about this, but I wanted to dive into it a little bit more. The Envisioning Workshops. So these are 2-hour virtual sessions. We use Miro Whiteboard for collaboration. So it's great. It's very interactive. And what we do is we look at some of your use cases that you want to explore, and we sketch out different personas. And then we start to arrange those, kind of prototype parts and really come up with a hypothesis. So again, this is very interactive with your software teams, marketing, sales, C-level, as well as the folks on our end to help provide that guidance. And then, after that hypothesis is complete and we have, the board sketched out, we will provide a report with our recommendations. And of course, talking about the modules that are needed in order to, build out your application. So it's great to kind of package that all up and again, help give you that guidance on what you'll need to go out there and really take this from, concept to reality. The next thing I'll talk about is recommended developer skills. So again, these are just recommendations, but it's important to have JavaScript or TypeScript experience, folks that know React for the front end, Node.js, backend developers, cloud deployment skills, and web development. So, of course, we work with organizations that provide these, services. If you're looking at creating an application, you don't have those in-house developers, we can definitely put you in touch with the right organizations that will meet your success criteria. But also, I think this is important to highlight that on developer.bentley.com, we have a lot of, information and tools to help guide you as well. So even if you don't have a lot of resources, we've tried to enable developers to be able to go out and, follow the steps 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and really get started and make it easy for you. Next up is the iTwin Partner Program requirements. So the first thing that is a necessity is a business plan. So as we're having these conversations and working with you throughout your journey, we will put together a document that outlines our mutually agreed upon goals, the go-to-market strategy, and, our regular cadence. How often are we speaking? How often are we, having, regular sync meetings to progress your application? And again, those marketing milestones. So I think that's really important. And, it's a living, breathing document that we're constantly, pulling up on the screen as we have our regular cadence calls and fine tuning it to, help achieve success. And the next one is a case study. So case study can mean a lot of different things, but really we want to demonstrate your success in building on the platform. So this could even be a video posted to our iTwin platform YouTube channel. We could put together more of a document style case study. And even if you can't name the client for whatever reason, we can absolutely just talk about your application and what you're doing. And, again, this can be shorter or longer depending on which stage you're at. So open to all possibilities, but it's great to have that collateral. So again, you can showcase what you are bringing to market and all of those amazing features. The next is accreditation. I'll talk about that in the following slide. But, we want you to enhance your iTwin platform expertise through our developer accreditation program. And we like to see that 2 developers within an organization has completed the accreditation and passed the exam. And this way, it shows that your organization has, proficiency around the platform. And it's really great to get that Credly badge for advertisement. And so the associate level, is really kind of the beginning stage, and it will, really jumpstart your efforts as well and help you utilize your subscription, take it to the next level. And then of course, subscriptions. So we have two, so for the standard level, typically we see folks in our base tier, and so I won't get into commercials today, but then for our premier level partners, we typically see them in our advanced or enterprise tier. And there's no one size fits all. So, definitely as we go through that journey, we can dig into that a little bit further. The next section I will talk about is our iTwin platform programs and resources. So we have our iTwin developer accreditation. So this is an associate level course and there is no cost. Here you'll learn about the basics about creating digital twin applications. And the team that put this together with all of the chapters and videos, they used a smart home use case to add some context around the learning. And by the end of the course, you'll be able to build that smart house. So that digital twin is very, very exciting. And, I mentioned this earlier, but this will really help you utilize your iTwin platform subscription and really fully utilize that. The course is designed for software developers with a basic knowledge of JavaScript, TypeScript, and React JavaScript library. And I like to say, even if you're more on the business side of things, this course is a great way to obtain a foundational understanding of digital twins. So very, very helpful. And it should really only take you 3 to 4 hours to complete. So again, there's no cost to do this. If you wanted to go through this today, we do have our videos on the iTwin platform YouTube channel. So if you have any questions, we're happy to assist you further. The next thing I'd like to talk about is our iTwin Venture Fund. So Bentley iTwin Ventures wants to invest in promising technology companies that are addressing emerging opportunity for infrastructure digital twin solutions. And this can be for roadways, railways, waterways, bridges, industrial facilities, and any other infrastructure assets. And they invest in and help foster the growth of companies developing innovative technologies, products, and services which expand the infrastructure digital twin ecosystem. So very, very exciting. And if you think that this is an avenue that your organization would like to pursue, you can visit BentleyITwinVentures.com to submit your information. The iTwin Ventures Fund, once you've submitted that information, they will review the details around how you believe this initiative can help your idea really come to life, and they'll contact you to talk through it. And we work very closely with this team because many folks that are in our partner program are oftentimes, raising capital and vice versa. So there's definitely synergies there. And if you have any questions, again, reach out to this team and they will assist you. I mentioned, how do we get started? We have a Get Started section on developer.bentley.com. And we have quick start guides to accelerate your development by showing you how to build a viewer, customize that viewer, and integrate some of the widgets seen in our sample showcase. We are committed to providing you with the guidance and support needed as you embark on your journey. If you have potential use cases that you want to explore further, don't hesitate to reach out. We can, dive into your proof of concept through our Envisioning Workshops or hackathons. And of course, we love to highlight our success stories through various marketing channels. So again, just wanted to show this for, in closing with the navigation. So up here on the Get Started tab, this is where you build the viewer and some of the things that I touched on. And this is a great way to, just get your hands on the code, become familiar with it, take a look at that. So I really, really encourage everybody to take a look at this. And I have one last request for attendees on this call. In the resource section of On24, there is a link to submit an idea. So as you explore the iTwin platform and think of different concepts and use cases, put it down on paper and let's talk about it further. Our team would love to hear from you. And of course, today, this was all around the iTwin Partner Program. So as I mentioned, our partners are a critical component to our success and you bring unique value to our clients. So I appreciate you attending today's session and we look forward to working with you. Okay, let's answer this one. Do you partner with companies that have similar offerings, and or do you ever enter into exclusive partnerships? So that's a great question. We promote an open ecosystem of companies that are developing on the iTwin platform. And so oftentimes there are companies with some overlap in their offerings in what they're looking to build, and we absolutely promote that. Sometimes there are competitive offerings, so we do promote openness. And we do not enter into exclusive partnerships. We really try to keep this open and make it an open community. Another question that I have here is, what is the difference between the iTwin Partner Program and an iTwin Platform subscription? So the difference is the iTwin Partner Program is really working with our partners, independent software vendors, digital integrators, systems integrators, services companies, consultants. And I look at the iTwin Partner Program as really that marketing vehicle, as well as, helping to provide that guidance and supporting you throughout your entire journey and making sure that you're able to publicize and advertise the applications that you've built when taking that to market. And also, working with Bentley accounts as well as your new markets that you're introducing us to. And the iTwin platform subscription, that ties into the different modules that you would consume or APIs that you're utilizing for your application. And we have different tiers. This is a monthly cost, and it's based on consumption. So platform as a service type of model. And, if you have further questions around that, we can absolutely have a call based on your use case and requirements and look at that further. Another great question. I have a few use cases in mind. How do I get in touch with you to discuss this further? So that's wonderful. We, love to explore use cases and different personas, and we can help provide you with that guidance. So if you want to get in touch with the team, you can email me, sheena.gaines@bentley.com, or you can also go to our iTwin Partner Program page and fill out a partner application form, and then our team will be in touch with you. So the iTwin platform is not on the Bentley Learn server at this time. What we have is, it was in an LMS, a learning management system, separate from Learn, but our new home as of August 19th will be on the education portal, and it is free to go through the accreditation and the exam and get that Accredited badge. There is no cost to join. And as soon as that goes live on August 19th, we will notify anybody who's emailed our alias and is waiting for that. But if you don't want to wait, again, we have the videos on our YouTube channel. So if you go through those videos and you want to go ahead and take the exam and get your Accredited badge, you can email our alias that was in the slide deck today to get that information. So that doesn't have to hold you back, even though we're moving to a new home. And if you have any questions, please, definitely reach out. And I see another question too around the cost for joining. Okay, great. Between Standard and Premier. So Standard and Premier, it really just comes down to the level of engagement that is needed. So if you are, just building an application, you just want to be on our directory that is, that we're building out, or, just have that standard partner level logo, then, that's where standard level would come into play. But our Premier partners are really looking to go to market, as a joint effort, spending more time in hackathons and really kind of taking it to the next level and looking to package this up, doing those case studies, doing accreditation. So really just more of a strategic engagement. So who are the iTwin partners? So right now we are building out our developer ecosystem. Stay tuned once we have that directory up and loaded. But again, we work with a lot of different organizations that play in many different industries. So, we can definitely, if you're looking for a systems integrator that we're working with, I can provide you with a list. So happy to assist with that. Another question around how to get in touch with us. So yeah, again, reach out to me, fill out that application form, and we can have a much more technical discussion around what you're looking to achieve and helping to guide you through that process. I think that concludes our webinar today. Again, thank you so much. We really appreciate the time, and we're looking forward to working with you.